Hello, gorgeous people. Today I'm going to share with you something that I'm very embarrassed about, or at least I was at the time exceedingly embarrassed about. And it was about some dirty, lowlife, stinking monkey bastards. And there's still that. I'll tell you all about what happened on the other side. So, I don't know if you remember me talking about these little wee investments that I made in crypto, XRP. So I made this little investment, $500, okay? And that was about 2 years ago, and nothing happened. It used to go 450, 550, 450, 525, just went up and down like that. But however, there it was in my Binance account, and nothing happened. And then in the last 3 months it went, and $500 transformed into $3,500. I was over the moon. I was up the moon, I was. And then it came down, it was like 3,100. The last amount that I had showing, 3,100. But I thought, wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. And it's rumored to go even higher. Who knows? But there it was. So this weekend, my wife and I, we went away for a romantic weekend in Toledo. Just the two of us. We've got 2 children. We are constantly looking after our children. They're homeschooled, so they're always home. So we don't have much time just for ourselves. And so we thought, well, let's do something nice. So we booked an Airbnb in the center of what's called El Casco Viejo of Toledo, the old town. Beautiful place. We arrived there on the Friday. We were ready. Cynthia said, let's just go straight out. We'll just plonk the stuff down. So I went to the loo, right? And as I came out of the loo, I looked at a little message that I had on my phone, and it was a message from Binance, okay? And it said, thank you for making this change on your Binance account. If it wasn't you, phone this number. And the thing is, it was like accumulation of events that happened that just worked in their favor. When I say their favor, these dirty, low-life, stinking monkey fucking bastards. Yeah. So I had a couple of weeks ago tried to buy some more XRP. I thought I'll buy some more because why not? It's only going in the right direction. Could I hell do it? I was going round and round in circles trying to verify. And in the end, I said, fuck it. I'm not going to buy anymore. It's too difficult. But I was aware that I'd done a lot of processes and stuff, right? And I'm not I'm not up to speed on all of those things. So when I saw the message, I thought, shit, I've done something. I've done something in that process that I shouldn't have done. And it's left me compromised, the account compromised. So I phoned the number, beautiful guy. Hello, welcome to Binance. How can I help you? I said, well, I've got this message and, I haven't done this process. So what? And he said, let me have a check. Yes, your account's been compromised. And the guy was British. He was British and he sounded to be about 25. The typical, the person on the end of the call, the people who deal with these young people. So I said, okay, well, what should we do? And he said, it's no problem at all. All that we have to do is we just have to move your money to another, what's the I can't remember the word that he used, like a carpeta, folder, yeah? We just need to move it. I said, okay, how do we do that? He said, I'm going to talk you through it. Don't worry, I'll talk through step by step and it'll be resolved and then that's it. So we talked for the next hour. The reason was because I couldn't get a verification. I needed to put a code in. I couldn't get the verification right, same as when I was trying to buy the bloody stuff in the first place. Anyway, it went on, and I said to him, hey, I'm here on a romantic weekend in Toledo with my wife. Look, I'll just call tomorrow. And he said, no, look, we've just about got it done. We've just about got it done. Okay. So I stuck with it and did it. And the thing was, as I was going through doing it, I was thinking, the poor soul, he's been on the phone for ages. And I kept saying to him, thanks for your patience. You're doing a great job. He went, no problem at all. Okay. His catchphrase was, not a problem, sir. And he called me sir. Okay. And then finally he said, hang on, let me just check. Yes, that's gone through. And then he put the phone down. And I stood there thinking, oh, the phone's been cut. How strange. He just cut off, because I wanted him to show me where he had put the new one. He said it was just going to be in a different place, but secure, a secure folder. Anyway, I thought, oh, well, not to worry. Let's go and enjoy ourselves. So we went down to a bar and I sat down and Cynthia said, did you get all that sorted? I said, yeah, I got it sorted. And then the penny dropped, because my Binance account said 0. It went from 3,122 to 0. No, but that's no problem, because we've moved it to another place. He said you'll see the account disappear to 0. And I sat there and I thought, fucking hell, I think I've just been scammed. And it's that, we talked about the hindsight bias, where you go, I knew that. As I looked back on the conversation, first of all, getting a message where you have to phone a number is a red flag. I know that. I've told people that. But it was a fact that I'd already messed around with the account and I thought, oh shit, I've done something. Okay? So it was one of those thoughtless knee-jerk reactions. And then I went through all of the process that he took me through, and I realized that I had given him all of the information and he hadn't given me any. So he asked me to confirm the number, the telephone number, which the Binance account was under. I give him it because I thought he was looking at it and he needed me to confirm. That's what happens in the bank. Can you confirm your address, please? And then he said, and just confirm to me the balance that you were seeing on the screen right now. And I told him. And I give him all of the information. I give him every bit of information he needed to then fucking wipe out the whole amount of money that I had. So, and do you know what the funniest part of it, and I'm laughing about it now, but I wasn't. The funniest part of the whole thing was that, you know what I was most upset about? It's not the money. I only invested 500, so I've lost 500. In my life, it doesn't matter. I know that, I just have to write another book and I'll make that money back. No problem. It's not the money. I was mostly upset because I thought, well, at least he could have said thank you. And he didn't. He just cut the phone off. Just cut me off. Instead of saying, well, it's gone through, thanks a lot, I'll cut off. And he didn't. He just fucking ran. So, once I'd realised, well, you can imagine, my duck was knocked off completely. And do you know what's really interesting about this process? And this is why these people who do this are dirty, fucking monkey stinking bastards. Because what it does, it makes you start to blame yourself. Right? And that's what I did. I went through the process. Why didn't I see the red flags? I know better than that. Why did I do that? That was a stupid thing to do. And I started to self-flagellate. Okay? Fortunately, my wife, very supportive. She's been through something similar, only with 150 euros. But once you've been through it, that's not your fault. Hats off to the people. They were so professional. There were messages coming through on my phone, Telegram. It was just, a code coming through. Do not share this with anybody. You're talking to such and such. Confirm it to him. Here's a number. It was incredible. So at the time, in the heat of the moment, I wasn't able to see it, but in retrospect, I was. Of course, I've talked to Binance and they've done fuck all. They say, not our business, contact your local police. I mean, I can't imagine what the local police are going to do with that. I might do it, but I don't know whether I want the hassle. This is like just, churning up the stuff. At the end of the day, it was money on a screen that whatever. However, what I realise is that in lots of ways, they have done me a favour, because now, although I'm $3,000 less, I am much wiser now. It's kind of like it's heightened my alarm bells. So I'm going to be extra vigilant now. And that's great, because, if I had bought more, I was going to buy another 3,000. That means I would have sent six, and guaranteed I would have gone through the same process. Oh, I've just put some money in. I've obviously done something wrong. And they would have got away with 3,000. And then, yes, it would have been 3,000 of my money that I would have lost, or 3,500. So they've helped me in a lot of ways. The other things, on a more spiritual level, I'm aware that money that is got through those kind of means is bad money, and that it's not going to bring anybody any pleasure. That guy, young as he is, on the inside doesn't feel very good about himself. And I know that money, it's just going to go to bad. Bad goes to bad, and that's his business. And so I've gone through a process, and this was something that I was talking about in an earlier video. I was deeply hurt. I was wounded by that. That people are so capable of actually just doing that. People can do that. How horrible is that? So I was wounded by it. I was smarting, with my own inability to see the red flags, my own inability. It's kind of, it humbles you. You think, holy cow, I've been caught. They've got me. So I had to do the processes, and this is one thing I was going to share with you. When things like this happen, we have to go through a loss process. You can't miss it out. The loss process is, I can't believe that this has happened. Went through that, but it didn't take very long. It was like a second of, it hasn't happened. Yes, it has happened. And then you go into sadness and depression. And it was a shame, because we were away having a beautiful time. But I was sad. I was sad that I'd done that and they'd done that, and I was embarrassed that I'd been caught, etc. But what I've done, and this is something you can do, is I've talked to the guy again. I was out running this morning, and he was in front of me, and I called him all of the shites under the sun. So I got out all of my fury and my upset and my disappointment. I got it out. Okay? Very important. You need to get it out, because that's what's inside. That's in the loss, this sadness and anger. But the most important thing when you do this, and we do it in hypnosis, but you don't need to. I wasn't in hypnosis. I was just running. Is when you do that, once you've got all of that out, you need to be the person. So I was that young man, and I was talking as though I was him. Right? And what did he do? Well, he blamed me. He said, I was stupid. It's your fault. It's your fault. If you allowed me to do that, it's your stupid fault, and you don't deserve to have the money. Right? Just as you would imagine, that's how they have to justify their actions. If those people are stupid enough to fall for this, it's their fault. Okay? However, it helps when you put yourself in the place of the other person. It just helps you to understand what's going on, because I want to project onto him being a nice person. I want to project that he's just, lost his way. No, these are awful, dirty, low-life, stinking monkey bastards, that are going to burn in hell, figuratively. But that's what I mean by that is they've got no happiness on the inside. They might be joyful about having now $3,000 in their account. Ha, ha, ha. But they're not going to enjoy it, and they're not going to be happy. And that's fine. That's their punishment. I don't need to get vengeance. They will punish their own selves. All I've got to do is, get over it, which now, every now and again it comes back to me and I think, oh God, there's another red flag that I should have seen. And also to forgive myself, which I've done. You know, I forgive myself. I was taken in. You know that expression, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And so that's not going to happen again. Great. And good, because I've got other accounts that have more money in, and the last thing I'd want is to lose that. So a little piffling, and you know, I'm saying piffling. It's not piffling, it's 3,000. But it is piffling in the scheme of things. And I know I can make that again. So it doesn't matter. So there you are. I'm sharing that with you for two reasons. One is just because what a story. And he never said thank you. Bastard. The horrible bastard. But also, it's happening all the time. I get them all of the time. You know, from other places, which I'll go, oh, yeah. I got one the other day. Your road fine hasn't been paid. Before it goes up, click this link and pay. And I know that that's a scam. But I was just off my guard. You know, I was off guard. So, there you are. Be ever so careful. Nobody ever will contact you to tell you that there's something wrong with your account or there's something happened in your bank account. They will not. And if they do call you, all you have to do is ask some questions. Can you give me the number of my bank account? Can you give me my sort code? Get them, just as I should have said, okay, right, tell me, what are you seeing on my account? Open my account out. That's what I should have done. I didn't. Well, there you are. But the next time I fucking will. And so will you, because you've heard me. You don't need to go through it because you've lived it vicariously through my problem. Okay, I love you all and I'll speak to you all later. Bye-bye.